welcome back. I'm Chris, coming to you from my house in Christchurch. It's been a while since I've had any content out there, so I thought what better way to start putting some new stuff out from my channel than with a NPD, New Pedal Day. This pedal that I'm having a quick squiz at today is not all that new to me, but I always sort of picked it up and struggled with how I might present it. My playing style is typically rhythm based, and I'll get some more playing examples in. I've got my usual pedal board, which I'll throw in the little insert or something of the pedal board. There's a few pieces of gear on there that we'll look at because they're new to me that I'll come back to. But today we're looking at, from Christchurch builder MSA, his take on an early Zonk machine. Let's just make some noise and I'll unplug it. So this is it here, big box as the original ones were done. This is one of his early production ones. So the finishing, he's gone to a lot more trouble now with the way he finishes pedals. They're laser etched and they look great, but this is one of his early ones. So the finishing, it's just got a sticker on there that says the Zonk Machine, and it's done in the typical old pedal format that would have been found in. I haven't heard, on the waiting list for a secret machine from what's her name in Germany? Anyway, the name escapes me. I'll probably put it on the screen when I remember it. But in the meantime, I thought I saw this come up on the local NZ equivalent of like eBay, which is called Trade Me. For those that aren't in New Zealand, those that are in New Zealand will well know that's Trade Me. You'll find he does a whole bunch of other things, but this is, I jumped on this one a couple of months ago, and like I said, I didn't really know how to present it. Just a quick cut in. Thought it'd be worth mentioning that was 150 NZ dollars. Now, admittedly, as we found out from the playing clips so far, a few issues that need sorting out, and the finishing is one of his early pedals, so it's not as great. Compared to Dan Drive, I just did some Googling, and for a brand new secret machine from a retailer, 589 USD. So, whilst I want one, yes, for the price tag, it's going to have to wait. So yeah, hope you dig the tones, and we'll get back to some more playing clips. Cheers. But a Zonk Machine, I'm on a journey with Fuzz pedals. I'm finding that I really like Fuzz face type pedals. They kind of work, and like Germanium ones in particular, work in a way that appeals to me. Roll the guitar volume off just a hair, and they sort of straddle that line between overdrive and fuzz. This is a little bit different, so let's get to some playing clips. Bear with me while I just plug it back in, and so a few cracks and pops and whatnot, but anyway, let's get back to some sounds. Neck pickup on my telly, into my Laney LC30 Mark 1, sounds like this. Now, depending on what order these videos come out, a bit of an explanation on the neck pickup on my custom shop telly, or Esquire, Double Esquire. It's now fitted with a Fralin Blues 5% overwound pickup from the stock one, which I always found a bit mid-heavy. Sounded great in certain contexts, just missed the telly spank that I was looking for. Anyway, back to the Zonk Machine. So if you can hear that, pedal off, silence, pedal on. you'll hear there's just a little bit of background noise. I contacted MSA and they said this is par for the course with the original germanium transistors, or the ones that he's managed to find to use with it. And it's not a live with it type thing, but it's kind of a live with it type thing. So let's start some neck tones. Really like that. The background noise, once you're making noises, disappears, so that's not an issue. The finicky switch all of a sudden though is a bit of a problem, but maybe it's my cable somewhere in my pedal board. That's a problem that I'm going to have to sort out later. Let's give it a bit more gain. With pickups on the telly are pretty low output, even though it's 5% overwound, this neck pickup, it's still what I'd consider pretty low output. And the volume's up full. The amp, as we've heard, is set quite clean, and it really, that's a sound I quite enjoy. That's quite fuzz yet come a bit more overdrive. Let's hear a bit more of that. Bridge pickup. Yeah, awesome. Well, besides the switching issues, that's a sound I can live with. Pedalboard friendly? Nah, I'm going to need a bigger pedal board than just the Pedal Train Metro 24. Metro 24. Maybe it'll fit on there, maybe it's a bit long. Will I make space for it? Maybe. There's some other things I'm going to check out, so stick with me whilst we have a look at some of these other things to hit the studio. Most notably, you'll see on Pedal Cam the new Cornerstone Aquarium dual speed Univibe. So that's coming up next. New old pedal day. It's full tone FD3 FD2 MOSFET version. I owned this before. I moved it on for a full drive 3 only because the full drive 3 has a smaller form factor and the boost worked independently, but I never really got along with the full drive 3, so it's out in the box, out in the shed, and with Mike pulling up stumps and stopping production and closing full tone down, this came up at a good price on Trade Me, and so I jumped on it. But that's for another story. Actually, let's hear how the Zonk sounds. A lot of people like to run a fuzz into an overdrive. Let's quickly do that. Turn the fuzz off. So clean. Yeah, really digging the full drive 2 at the moment. And so I've got it set at the moment on the flat mids. Position on the little toggle switch, and in the MOSFET, clipping diodes, overdrive at about 11, tone at about 1. Right, let's hear some neck pickup into the full drive 2, the Zonk Machine. Bridge pickup. Right. Dodgy switch in the Zonk Machine. Might have to go back to MSA and get them to have a look at that. Didn't expect that to happen, but anyway, digging the tone, so I think it's probably worth it. Anyway, stick with me for another new pedal day and changes to the studio board video coming your way shortly, so hang with me, and I'll see you all again sometime soon. Cheers, bye.